Hi, welcome to the Fall Vibes look. I'm starting off with my Embryolisse Hydrating Cream. And I'm just gonna dab it in, just gonna go in with little touches to try and increase the circulation of the face. Now I'm going in with a flat brush and my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer to outline my brows. If you're like me, I have one brow that grows perfectly and one that doesn't grow in so perfectly. So this really helps to create that shape and help me be a little bit more even. Now I'm going in with my angled brush and some brow powder. And I'm just following the way the hair grows and just filling in to just kind of keep it a little natural, since this is kind of a little bit more of a day look. Just brushing it out as I go and doing the exact same thing on the other side, like so. Just kind of filling in and brushing. I'm using my Flame-Boyant MAC palette. This is my first time using it, so I'm super excited. Going in with a fluffy brush and starting with the Dollywood transition color. It's kind of like an earthy, light orange color, so it's perfect for this fall look. And I'm just applying it right on my brow bone, just kind of blending it out. As you can see, I'm not closing in. I'm just kind of blending this out, just kind of staying on that brow bone, right above that crease. Blend, blend, blend. I really like this color. Perfect. I'm going in now with the Louvre at First Sight. I'm sure I mispronounced that. Love the names on this palette. This is like a little bit of a pinkish color, and I'm putting this right in my crease, right below that Dollywood transition color. Blending in, and this one I am closing into that V. As you can see, I'm bringing it down, kind of closing that gap. And I'm just blending it in. I really like this pink color. These are totally my go-tos for any makeup look. Now I'm using a smaller, more compacted brush, still fluffy. And I'm using the tone Embark from this palette. It's a little bit more of a darker purple. And with this brush, I can be more precise. I'm just going in that outer V. I kind of just applied it first, and now I'm blending it out and in that little V area. Not going too far up, just kind of blending it in a little bit to create a little bit of that smoky look. And again, this is more for a day look, but if you'd like to add a little bit more smokiness for a night look, you can. Now moving in to the lid, and I'm using the Fan the Flame color. This one's got a little bit of a shimmer to it, which is super fun. And I'm just applying it right there, just kind of tapping on there on the eyelid, and then just kind of blending a little bit as I get closer to the other color so that there are no harsh lines. But as you can already see, this adds a lot of more glow to the eye because of that shimmer on it, which is nice. And so I'm doing the exact same thing on the other eye, just kind of tapping it in and then blending it out a little bit. I love this palette so far. And of course, as I go, I'm adding a little bit more color just to kind of blend everything in. As you add more and more colors, you'll sometimes start to lose some of the first colors. So always keep in mind you can perfect as you go. And of course, I always keep my concealer handy so that if I make any mistakes or just to kind of clean things up, I can do so after I apply the shadows. So there's kind of the shadows. And now I'm going in with a lighter, just white color. It's got a little bit of a shimmer as well, and it's called What's the Pointillism? It's got such fun names, this palette. So just to add some light to that inner corner of the eye. And now I'm going in and doing the exact same thing I did on the eyelid on the bottom of the eye. So on the lash line, I'm starting with the Dollywood again. So I'm gonna go in the same order that I did up top. And then I'm going in with the Louvre at first sight. Is that French? Louvre? I love it. And just kind of blending that out. And now I'm going back in with the Embark color, which is that purple. I think with the light, it looks a little lighter on the camera, but it is a darker purple. So, and that one I'm putting closer to the lash line, just kind of blending it out. So as you can see, it kind of brings out the eye and everything. It brings it all together. I'm now going in with a small angle brush and my Morphe gel eyeliner, which I love. I'm just applying it, and I am gonna add a little bit of a wing just because I think those are fun. Just kind of bringing it out a little bit and then closing it in. And I have got to be honest, my eyeliner skills are still in the works, but practice makes perfect, right? And I am by no means an expert, so just kind of, you know, add your own little touches. And for the fun part now, I'm adding in some lashes. They're not dramatic at all. These are more natural lashes because again, this is for still kind of a day look. So I'm just applying these lightly. I had let the glue dry out previously for about 5 minutes so that when I apply them, they're kind of ready to just stick on. They're not as slippery anymore. There it is. Just kind of making sure it's all sticking on. All starting to come together. And now I'm using my MAC NC44 foundation with my favorite foundation brush, my Huda brush. I love the size of this brush because it allows me to apply my makeup really fast. I do, however, have to be careful in like the T-zone area, as you can see, and as I'm getting closer to my brows so that I don't mess that up. But it is super convenient because of the size, so I can just get it done quickly. And then you just have to be careful or use a beauty blender in those more delicate areas like your brows, just to make sure you don't mess up all the work you've already done. Just kind of filling in all of those little gap areas, making sure it's all blended, bringing it down to the neck. Now I'm going back in with my Tarte concealer. I really love this concealer. I love the texture of it, and it just lasts all day. So I just love how I can wear this look to work and still look great by the end of work and be able to go to dinner and still looks good. So I'm just tapping it in. Not really like swishing in any motion, just kind of little taps to keep the color in place, but still kind of blending it into the rest of the face. And again, just being careful, especially with that bottom eyeshadows that we added. Make sure we don't erase any of that because sometimes going so fast and you do. And just kind of bridge of the nose. Alexa, please play some music. That's what I was saying there. Uh-oh. So I erased my wing, guys, but it's okay. We're gonna fix it real quick. No problem. So we're just bringing the wing out again and closing it. Now we're adding some bronzer. Just kind of blending it out. Just adding it there on that cheekbone and right below on the chin bones. Contouring the nose a little bit. Not too much, just kind of a little here and there. Now I'm using my Sub-Zero Mitchell bronzer palette. The Highlight Collection. It's my favorite. I'm using the Booty Odi Odi for bronzer and then their highlight. And there you have it. Added a little bit of a pink lipstick, matte lipstick, and voila.